taking the Cincinnati Jazz Festival brawl. If you want to take that and turn it into a race issue, if you want to take that Cincinnati Jazz brawl where a group of about a half dozen men jumped on a single white man, sucker punched him, and then beat a woman, bruised her eye, beat her up bad, knocked her unconscious, and you want to turn that into a statement about race, and I got to cape up and step up for black people, that's your choice. But if anybody watched this video, if anybody sees men and women kicking a man while he's down, if anybody sees a picture of a woman beaten, knocked out, and says, hey, I'm going to organize a press conference at a church in Cincinnati, and black leaders are going to complain, hey, why isn't this white man that's getting kicked in the head, why hasn't he been charged? That's a group of people in need of some humility. If you see that event as racial, and your reaction isn't like, man, I got to be humble here. But your reaction is, no, I'm going on the offensive. The white man that pushed someone or slapped someone in the face, he must be charged. That's what happened yesterday in Cincinnati. Black leaders, some dude named Scotty that's on the city council held a meeting at a church, New Presbyterian, I can't remember the name of the church, but we do have the clips. They held a press conference demanding that the white man that got his brains beat in, who's already received street justice for his slap of a man, they're now saying there must be criminal justice on top of that. Anybody that could see that white woman knocked out, see her bruised and battered face and say, we got to put this white man on charges. Who has that reaction? People living the humble lie have that reaction. People with no accountability have that reaction. People with no self-awareness have that reaction. Let's watch the city council people. Just play these. This is about 3.5, 4 minutes worth of clips. Play SOT 2, 3, and 4 back to back to back. Thank you.
Instead of walking away, he walks back up and slaps a black man. Now, for those who don't understand that, remember, you don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger, and you don't slap a black man in the face.
This man standing in a church. Don't pull on Superman's cape. Everybody knows you don't slap a black man in the face. Why is he racializing this? It's disrespectful to slap anyone, regardless of color, in the face. Is he saying it's okay if a black person slaps a black person in the face? It's okay. If a black gang member shoots a black man in the face, it's okay. If a black gang member accidentally shoots some young black child, it's okay. But everybody knows that you don't slap a black man in the face, I guess, unless you're black. He's in a church talking about common street thugs. And I'll include the white guy in that because he was, seemed to be trying to fight with someone. But he's in a church talking about this group of people as if they're special and holy cow, don't tug on Superman's cape. Because he's justifying to the people in that audience and other black people in Cincinnati that if you get slapped in the face by a white person, a gang of you all should jump on that man and beat up the woman. This is inside of a church. This is insanity. This is a lack of humility. Let's continue with the next clip.
The white guy clearly engaged in conduct designed to urge or incite 6 other people to commit violence under circumstances that created a clear and present danger that an offense of violence would be committed, and in fact was committed, when it resulted in the commission of violent offenses allegedly by 6 others.
Slapping, shoving one black man that you're squared up looking face to face was intended to incite 6 others into jumping on this guy, sucker punching this guy, kicking him when he's down, knocking out a woman, battering and bruising her face. Not an ounce of humility, not an ounce of accountability. This culture is sick. It's sick. It's unbiblical. It's detached from a biblical point of view. And maybe I'm just unaware. But I couldn't. Have we ever seen? I'll give you the example, and I could be wrong. But let's take the Rodney King beating. And I say this with all sincerity and all humility. My memory's fuzzy. Did white people hold press conferences for the police officers that beat up Rodney King? Was there a group of white people out defending what happened to Rodney King? And trust me, they could have made the argument. If Rodney King had just pulled over and slowed down and not let him he wouldn't have got beat up. If he incited or provoked the cops to I don't remember that. Now, I do remember a jury did not convict those police officers, and that set off the Rodney King riots. But most people, black, white, whatever, saw the Rodney King thing for what it was. Rodney King was an idiot. The police overreacted. The police deserved to be charged. The police were out of line here. There was no one defending them other than a lawyer that was paid or a group of lawyers that was paid to. We get that. But running out as the black community and black community leaders, and it's our job to defend 6 idiots who acted like animals. This is embarrassing. It's unbiblical. But somebody correct, if there's some example out there that I'm unaware of, because it's no different. This is Carmelo Anthony thinking all over again. Let's start a give, send, go for these guys in Cincinnati. Because, we believe in don't start none, won't be none. And we want that written into the Constitution, that as black people, if one black person gets shoved in a one-on-one confrontation, we have a right as a group of black people, as this idiot lawyer is explaining, this unbiblical lawyer is explaining, we have a right to defend ourselves. If someone pushes Luke right now in this studio, Luke's, 6'1", 200 pounds, whatever. I'm initially going, Luke, handle that. If it gets out of hand, I'll jump in. I'm not part of some group deal where, oh, Luke got shoved. He's a man. I'm going to let him try to defend, particularly if he squared off with another man. I'm going to let him handle that. If it gets out of hand, I'm going to pull the guy off and try to end it. But stomping someone, sucker punching a woman, knocking her out, jumping on her, it's unjustifiable. Why? Because if you evaluated things through a Christian lens, just through truth, you'd be like, yeah, that white dude got out over his skis, but he got street justice. How much more are we going to do to him? He got stomped out in the street by a half dozen people. One of the women that he was with got her brains beat out and got knocked unconscious and is still recovering. They got street justice. Now someone needs criminal justice, and we're going to give it to the people that didn't receive street justice, so now they're going to get criminal justice. This is easy. This is simple. This isn't racist. Because two guys push it and shove it in the street, police are like, I ain't got time for that. Someone got pushed in the face, I ain't got time for that. But when a woman, regardless of color, gets knocked out cold, and then when we have it on video, people jumping and kicking and stomping on a man's head, well, we have to apply some criminal justice here. The street justice went too far. This isn't hard to understand. Don't miss a second of Fearless. Hit that like button and subscribe to keep up with our latest content.